everyone. Okay, so love is in the air, all right? We're gonna pull some cards, but I woke up this morning and I stepped outside my cabin where I'm staying right now, and this was on the ground. That's not even a joke. I don't know how this happened. Are those ants? Do ants eat leaves? But that's crazy. That's a perfect heart. Okay. And I'm going to keep this for as long as I possibly can while traveling. We'll see how I do. That's crazy. I've never seen that in my life. Okay. Love is in the air, and I've been feeling that for the past couple of days. And the message that I was getting this morning was that everybody knows about you. And you are not with this person, it feels like. This feels like very much crush energy. This person that you are crushing on might have no idea that... Okay, wait. Either you have no idea that they're crushing on you, or they have no idea that you're crushing on them. We're going to figure that out. But it has to be reciprocated, okay? And I was out on a trail today and I saw 2 jackrabbits. And they were just playing together. They were just running after each other in the fields and playing together. So there is love in the air. So this has to be reciprocated. We are just going to figure out what the heck is going on and who this person is. But the message was that everybody knows about you. So either that's you or everybody knows about this crush that you have. They could be extremely popular. That is just the feeling that I was getting. It's just everybody knows of them, whether that's on a big scale or a smaller scale. If you live in like a small town and you're like, oh yeah, everybody knows about them. Like they're the star quarterback, they're the head cheerleader. It's that kind of an energy where it's like everybody wants them. Everybody wants this person. Everybody knows about them. Everybody talks about them. Everybody secretly has a crush on them. And you are one of them. So I'm seeing that you are the one who has a crush on this person, because you are coming out as this lady, burdened by my own excellence. So you could just have a lot going on right now. Just work, deadlines if you are a mother, taking care of your kids, meetings, getting chores done around the house, and then also having to be a boss person at work. So this could be... Oops. Oh my goodness. Okay. This could have something to do with work. You could work with this person. I love a workplace romance. I love it. So that's fun. Let's get another card. Okay. Someone's going to reach out to you. And I think the message, the feeling that I was getting was that you could be... Okay, we're switching up the story here. You are the person that everybody knows about. And you could be that could be very burdensome, but I think everybody knows about you because of your beauty, because you're a hard worker, because clearly you do a lot maybe in your community. You have a lot going on, and people could be in awe of you, of just how much you have on your plate, but it feels like you have so much going on, and you're such a hard worker, but at the same time, you still have like energy and love to give back to other people, and I think people are in awe of that, of just how much you have on your plate, yet you like carry it very gracefully. It's like you handle it all very well. If you don't, people think that you do. It's so the way that people view you is that they're not seeing this chaos. Okay. So this person, people might not know how much stress you're under, how much you do actually have going on, because you make it look so easy. That's what I was trying to say. You make it look easy. People are in awe of that, even if it doesn't seem easy, because it looks like it's not easy. Nobody would ever know. No one would ever know. They're just like, God, she's a mother of 5, and she just got partner at her law firm. It's that kind of an energy where people are like, how does she do it? Like, that's you. But you have a message coming in. So somebody is in awe of you. Somebody has a huge crush on you. But it feels like everybody has a crush on you. So there was an energy of them just being scared to even reach out. But they have nothing to lose, okay? The worst that could happen is that you reject them, and they know that. And so they're going to reach out. They're going to reach out. They're taking the chance, They're taking a bold chance, but you could work with this person too. And, you could have opened up to them about how much stress you're under or something, because it's weird that this is the energy that's coming out. So they could have held off reaching out to you, even making a move at all, because they're like, I don't want to bother them. They're like, I can't bother Clarissa. She has so much on her plate already. Like, I can't do that. So if you were kind of wondering because this is reciprocated, you like them back. Okay. This is love, okay? This is not an unrequited love. Okay. I lost my train of thought just then. Okay, this person could invite you to a party. Ooh, so this could be very casual. This could be them even not straight up asking you out on a date. This could be like hey, my friends are having a game night. You want to join? Hey, you want to go to the farmer's market? A bunch of friends and I are going. Like, it's that. It doesn't feel like they're going to be like, hey, I've been in love with you for 2 years and I would love to take you out. It's not going to be that. It's like, hey, we're throwing a get together. Bring yourself. It's going to be that. And that's adorable, because they don't want to be too straightforward and get rejected, especially if you work with this person, because they don't want to, they would never want to make you feel maybe uncomfortable, and they know how much you have going on, and it's almost like they don't want to insert themselves and their feelings into your life, knowing how much you have on your plate. So this message is going to be very casual. It's like they're putting their toe in the water. They're testing the waters. They're going to see how you react. If you say yes and you go and you have a good time, maybe they will flirt a little bit, but this initial message is going to be very casual. Very cash. dang, you are an interesting person. You are very hard to read. You could have RBF. Okay, samesies, I have it too. You are very hard to read. This is you. And I think that they are going to be very casual and invite other people in this first initiation towards you. Because straight up, they have no idea how you feel. And so I've been there before where I'm like, how could you not tell that I had a crush on you? And the person is like, because you showed me no emotion. So you could be like that, where you could think that you're flirting, but it's, to everybody else, it's like you're just not giving off much at all, but you think that you are, but you actually aren't. And if that isn't the case, then this is just you are straight up hard to read. Just you're hard to read. They have no idea if you would want to hang out with them, period, let alone go out with them. They're having a really hard time just being like, first of all, would she have a crush on me? Second of all, does she care about me at all? Period. Like, you know, you could be one of those people where it's like, people never know where they stand with you. They're like, does she like me? Or does she hate me? Like, I get it, because I feel like I'm one of those people. So I get it, and I've known people like this where they're like, I've always loved you, like, I've always enjoyed your company, and I'm like, what? I'm like, I never would have known that, because that's all that I see. Like, you know. So, and you could be very guarded also, but I'm just seeing this as like in your face, like, where you're like, yeah, I would love to go to a party. And they're like, okay. And then they're like, does she actually want to go? Or is she only going to be nice? It's that kind of an energy. So I guess the message for you would be to, and I know it's easier said than done, like, it just doesn't come natural to a lot of people, but like, just letting your guard down, because you like this person. I'm only saying this because you like this person. And I'm pointing to the leaf, okay? You like this person. And if you are questioning your feelings towards them, that's totally fine. But just know that your feelings for them will deepen the more that you get to know them. So just know that as well. But I guess the message or advice here for you is just to soften your face a little bit. You're starting to scare people. You're walking around looking like this with caution tape around you. Just soften your face a little bit. It's okay. Don't be shy. It's okay. Don't be shy. It's okay. Dang, but this is coming in, and it's coming in hot. It's on its way. This person is freaking out. But they know that they have to do it now or forever hold their peace, because you're a busy woman. You're not here waiting, you're not here waiting around for anybody. And they know, honestly, if they don't do it, then you could get distracted by somebody else. Because the message that I was getting was that you get a lot of attention. And they don't want to miss their chance, even if it is a very casual text. Because honestly, even if you don't, in their mind, even if you don't reciprocate these feelings, they still want to take that chance, and they still would enjoy having a night out with you. And to them, that's all that matters, is just taking that chance. Little do they know that you like them back. How could they know when you're looking like that? How could they know, okay? How could they? You're impossible to read. But they are very passionate about you. And if you don't see their passionate side, you will. I don't know why I want to say that. It's kind of like that. It's like when you realize that the nerd is actually super cute. It's like that, where you're like, once you kind of go out with them and you realize that they have a great sense of humor, that they're not only smart, but they're actually really caring, and you start seeing them in a different light. You see them with their friends, you see them like out on the town, you see them outside of work, and you just see who they really are, and you're like, oh, they're actually really cute, and I had no idea. You're like, I had no idea. But this is going to be good for you, and this is going to be such a different change from what you are used to, because I'm seeing that you have been in a cycle, could have been for a really, really long time, but it just shows you like on a repeating pattern of like almost self-destructive behavior. That's what I'm going to say, but it's also like you could have been settling for people in past relationships that you just knew weren't good for you, but you chose them maybe out of comfort, maybe because it just felt familiar. Whatever this was, it's just showing you being on like a self-destructive cycle that has been keeping you stuck. Okay, we have the Hanged Man and the Devil. And it just shows this person coming in to change that. So if you are kind of in an energy of being like, they're just like everybody else that I've ever dated, and this isn't going to work because they're just like every other guy, girl that I've known, and that's never worked out in the past. It's like you have this like quite cold energy where you could just be overthinking everything and holding yourself back out of fear that you're gonna like go down a bad path with a certain somebody again because you have in the past. So you're like, why would I repeat that? I already know the outcome. You gotta knock that off, because this person is not that. This person is going to show up differently. This person is going to show up very, very differently, and it could surprise you. But it does take you. You're cold. Not on purpose. You're not cold on purpose. You have a lot of shit to get done. You have a lot on your plate. You could have like a very higher up job. What am I trying to say? Just a very like high stress job, and you could be somebody who doesn't love change all that much, and this relationship is going to require you to get out of your comfort zone, and that is going to be the hardest part. They could also be like not your type, so there's just a lot that could be confusing you. Not even confusing you, it almost feels like you are like, you're like, yeah, I like them and I like being around them and spending time with them, but I don't think it would ever work out because of A, B, and C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You're like, this isn't going to work out. I've known people like them in the past, or maybe they're not my type, or it's like you're making up excuses to not give this a chance. Don't do that. But it is going to require, but it feels like you're making up these excuses because you're like, I'm better off on my own. And that could totally be true, but it's like, do you want to be alone, or are you just more comfortable being alone? So I guess the message here is like, take a chance on this person. A message is coming in, and it's coming in hot, and it is somebody who really, really likes you. And if you don't find them, if you think that they're not your type now, they will be, okay? Get to know them, they will be, because whenever this card comes out, this is like my, like a very, very attractive person, okay? That's my card for a very attractive person. So you are going to be very attracted to them. It just requires you to, like, honestly get out of the house and get out of your own head. And switch up your routine a little bit. It doesn't have to be crazy, you know? Just give it a chance, because it ends in love, okay? That's great. Like, give it a chance. Give it a chance. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Love you guys.